first card you have for your past is the Hanged Man. So yes, obviously this is hanging back, waiting, not taking action. I'm seeing someone who could have been stalling, holding back, actually someone who's holding back from telling you something. That's what I'm seeing. So you're waiting for an answer. You're waiting for an answer from this person. I am seeing a lot of waiting around, waiting to hear something. There's also some ambiguity around this, if that makes sense. So you might not have come out and actually asked this person directly. Maybe you were hinting, maybe you were saying things in a kind of a subtle way, you were kind of getting at something. But, whatever you were trying to ask was really obvious. Even though you were hinting, you weren't kind of coming out and saying, I want you to tell me this. You might have been saying something like, oh, I'd really want to know whether this is true or not, or something like that. It was kind of, there was no way that they couldn't have known what you were talking about or what you were asking. There's no way they would have known that. Maybe they were pretending they didn't understand because they were avoiding something. They were avoiding answering you. I'm seeing that, you were feeling that you could be feeling that they were hiding something actually, or maybe avoiding telling you the truth about something. So it wasn't just that they weren't telling you something. You were feeling another level of that, a deeper level. It was that, they were hiding something and not telling you the truth. I'm not seeing actual lying in this. This is how you're feeling, but I'm not seeing lying. I am seeing there could have been an omission of the truth, or leaving things out to give you a false impression. So maybe I can say a sentence and I can leave a word out and you'll get a completely different impression. So I can say every word in that sentence is true, but I left something out and that makes it sound completely different. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So they could say, no, I wasn't lying, right? But they actually were. So yes, they were trying to give you an impression that actually something was very different to what it was. If this resonates and you're still going through this, obviously follow your instincts. Again, I'm not seeing outright lying, but it is almost like that. It may as well be. Yes, the man on this card, obviously, he has his hands behind his back. Now, quite often that says to me someone's hiding something. Sometimes I see that in the Hanged Man. Sometimes I don't. That's what I'm seeing now. So definitely follow your instincts if you're still going through this. So the next card you have for your past is the Page of Wands. Okay, so I'm seeing this omission of information. I'm seeing you asking this person something, trying to find out what's going on, and I'm seeing this person, I'm seeing they're probably hiding something about overdoing something, overindulging, overspending, something like that. I keep on seeing that, they were biding their time, they were stalling you until they could think of some kind of an excuse or something like that. You might have already gotten over this, you might have already been through this with this person and you've moved on from them, but obviously this is still in your reading, so obviously this is still all on your mind, because I'm seeing this person actually made quite a big impact on you. Now, there were good times, of course, but there were a lot of bad as well, and you're kind of working through that in your mind, and that's why this is all in your reading. So, yes, you'd gotten through this, you were looking up to other things, you were thinking about yourself, looking at, what you could do, what you could achieve for yourself and by yourself and away from this person. So the last card you have for your past is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, again, I know I keep seeing this person. This could have been I'm seeing this overindulgence again, and maybe this overspending, and this is what happened. They might actually have owed you money even, and they might not have paid it to this day or something like that. I'm seeing, some kind of overspending, and then you were juggling your money around from this account to that account, or this place to that place, trying to take some coins out of here to put in there to pay that bill, and then, you know, wait a little bit longer to pay that one for the money to come in again, and then you're kind of very, very, very stressed about all of this because of their behavior. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also getting in this card this feeling of not being taken very seriously, or something around this not being taken seriously. So I'm seeing they weren't admitting to the seriousness of whatever this was, whatever they did. And again, I'm seeing that you did separate yourself from this. You did separate yourself from this person, what was going on. Probably they still owe you something, and that's why you still had this on your mind at this time. So even though you'd moved on, maybe you were thinking, oh, they still owe me this, or they still haven't made up for this. It's something like that. I'm also seeing that when you separated from this person, there was a lot of, it was very difficult to separate from them. You felt a pull toward them, almost like a magnet. So there was a lot of backwards and forwards before you actually were able to make a permanent break with them. This up and down I'm seeing with the Two of Pentacles, backwards and forwards. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have, your present, is the World. I love this card. One of my favorite cards. So yes, you are away from this person now. You're free of this person physically. But yes, again, it takes time to be free of someone mentally and emotionally, especially if you feel that they still owe you something, or that you have this kind of unfinished business or whatever it is. It's not emotional unfinished business. It's something that they haven't done, that they promised, and they'd gotten away with it. That's what I'm seeing in this. But I think you might just have to move on from this. I don't think you're going to get that. I mean, it's up to you. Obviously, you can choose to fight for this, to get this back, but they're not going to just come out and hand it to you, obviously. So yes, you have moved on physically. You are starting to move on emotionally, I'm seeing. But yes, you're still going to have thoughts about this person, not just about this thing they owe you. You're still going to have some thoughts about, what's happening is, or you are at this time, this is in your present, things are coming into your mind, I'm seeing. So maybe you hear a song, maybe you're watching a movie and something comes out, or maybe you see someone in the street that looks exactly like this person, and they bring back all of these feelings again, and then you think, oh, why aren't I over this person yet? I should be over them. So what I'm seeing is, you are over this person. You are over them. Please don't think that you're going back to being where you were before. You are not. Sometimes it's just that something triggers off a memory. That triggers off a feeling, which is a memory as well. That doesn't mean you're not over it. It just means that you're remembering something. That's all it is. It's just, I remember something that happened then, and I remember how it felt. That's all it is. Because sometimes, you have these memories of when you were a child as well. Sometimes you'll hear an old song, or you'll see something, and it'll trigger off how you felt when you were a child, and it brings back all of those memories. That doesn't mean you're not over being a child. It just means you're having memories of that time, and memories of the feelings of what happened at that time. That's what I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps you if you're going through this. Sometimes this is a good way to look at it if that's how you're feeling. But yes, you're free. Remember that, you're free. You're free. Look at the woman in this card. She's floating in the air. She has this laurel wreath around her, and the laurel wreath obviously represents victory, positivity, and she's free. You are free. So please don't stress about this. Please don't think you're going backwards. You're not. The next card you have for your present is the Six of Cups. I'm seeing an offer coming to you in this card. Yeah, this is a very generous offer. This is a very, very generous offer. So whoever's offering you this, they're a very, very, very kind person. They truly care about you. They want to make your life easier. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing contentment. I'm seeing ease around this. This is something that's going to make you feel more content and less stressful. It might even be helping you with this amount that this other person owes you. And you might be feeling like, no, this person shouldn't have to do that. The other person should give me this, not this person. I'm seeing you should accept this. You should say yes to whatever this is. This is being given to you in kindness. This is being given to you in purity. There are no strings attached to whatever this is. This is a gift. You won't have to owe this person anything, and this person really, really loves you and wants to do this for you. If this resonates, please say yes to this. Please say yes to this gift. The last card you have for your present is the Six of Wands. So yes, this is another laurel wreath. This is about positivity. This is about victory, freedom. You're in charge of things now. You like to be in charge of things. You like to be in charge of everything yourself. Not that you're a control freak or anything like that. You just like to be in charge of things. You like to have responsibility for things. You'd rather rely on yourself than other people. That's what I'm seeing. Even if things are going wrong, you'd still rather be responsible for that than have to rely on others. That's what I'm seeing. I'm actually seeing in this card, okay, I'm seeing someone who, they might be in your life now. If not, they're coming into your life very soon. This is going to be a love connection. This is someone who, this might start off as a friendship and lead into a love connection, because I'm seeing this happening quite slowly. This is someone who is happy to let you lead. They're happy to let you take the lead. They're happy to take second place. I'm not seeing this as a weak person. That's not what I'm seeing. They're not a weak person. They're a strong person. They're just happy to be in a more supportive role. Some people are happy to be in a supportive role. Some people are happy to be in a leading role. As long as everyone's happy, it's fine. Yeah, again, I'm seeing a friendship that might lead into love. And I'm seeing that you're probably going to be a friend with this person. You might already be a friend with this person or friends with this person. It's going to take them a while to let you know that they have feelings for you, but they're going to be the one to let you know that they have feelings for you. It's not going to be you that's going to do this. They're going to say that to you. So they're not a weak person. They're a brave person, actually. They just like to be in a supportive role. They like to be a supporter. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is beautiful. This is turning into a really, really positive reading, a beautiful reading. This is about slow growth, stable growth, stability. This person in the Six of Wands, they're going to see you as someone they can build with, someone they can have a very, very stable future with, someone they can probably have a family with, because I'm seeing family around this card. So either they want to have a very serious relationship with you, building into, coming into having a family, or having a family with you, or between you, I should say, or they might already have their own family. They might already have children, and they might see you as a positive, stable influence to these children. It might be that. Yeah, this person's also very well organized. I'm just seeing that. They like things in order. So if they're in a supportive role to you, they might help organize things for you. I'm also seeing protection or shelter in this card. There's an archway in this card, and archways obviously protect people from the rain and things like that, snow. And this person might be actually coming out of a difficult situation where they felt they didn't feel protected. They didn't feel protected at all, I'm seeing. So you might have to be very patient with this person. You might have to be very careful around them, very sensitive toward them, because it's going to take them some time to find their feet. They came out of a difficult situation. That's what I'm seeing with this person. You might have to be in a protective role toward them. That's what I'm seeing as well. The last card you have, the next card you have, you're not up to the last one. This is the Emperor. So yes, it might take you a while to get used to how structured this person is. This person's a very structured, organized person. You might see them as being a little bit inflexible while you're still getting used to this person. Now, they're not inflexible. They're not like that. What I'm seeing is that they feel very safe and very secure when things are structured. What I'm seeing is this person's probably come out of a lot of chaos where they haven't felt supported, they haven't felt protected, they haven't felt anything. They've felt crazy chaos and horrible things, maybe even violence. It might be something quite serious. Chaos, lots of chaos. And this is probably why this order and this structure makes them feel more secure. That's what I'm seeing. You often find that with children that have come out of really chaotic families where there's been a lot of violence and a lot of things that are very bad. They really thrive on structure and rules and things being set at the right time. You know, get up at this time, bedtime's at this time, dinner is at that time, homework is at that time, all of that kind of thing, because they feel very safe around that. They feel safe around order. And you often find people who as well, you often find people who have had very chaotic backgrounds and family lives, and their lives are kind of in disorder. They might have done destructive things to themselves. They do things like they go into the army, and that gives them a lot of structure and order as well in their lives, and they come out feeling a lot more secure. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking about with this person. Now, they're going to feel very secure around you. They're going to see you as someone who is a very stable person in their lives, and they're going to be very serious about you. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that all over this. The last card you have for your future is the Knight of Swords. So again, here's this person. I'm seeing this quite clearly now. They're fleeing from a difficult relationship. They're running away from not that they're running away, but not literally, but they're fleeing a bad situation as quickly as they can. They're just like, I have to get out of this. This is very bad for me. And they're running out of this and they're running toward you. That's what I'm seeing. You represent the opposite of everything they've been through. And so be very careful, be very gentle with this person. If you end up being with this person does have problems in the background, but they're a very, very, very good person, a very good person.